Hey, what up, y'all? So your boy decided to just kind of jump on this late live stream. Um, I actually probably should post this fucking thing on Twitter because honestly, I just kind of got bored, just kind of chilling. So it's kind of like fuck it, why not just go ahead and do a live stream just to get it out there. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Just kind of doing something late, and yeah, just wanted to see what's up with everybody out there. How y'all doing tonight? So y'all could probably see the title is Marvel and DC. I just kind of want to do this Marvel and DC talk, which is honestly, man, I'm just kind of disappointed with DC. I've been it's like I want to go back and watch a lot of this shit, but it's hard to go back and watch a lot of this shit when everything is so fucking disappointing. It's just you got Black Adam, you got Shazam, Fury of the Gods, and that's it. I mean, you can't really do nothing with the fucking Flash because the Flash is basically Ezra Miller is basically just not doing good right now. He's pretty much in a fucked up situation. There is something I did want to touch on though, and that's just me basically thanking everybody who invited me out to today's stream. Thank you to all y'all that invited me out to your stream. Um, I'm sorry I have not been able to make it. Basically, just because I've been working, and by the time they usually invite me on the stream, I'm usually just getting off work. So that's kind of my thing with that. So yeah, this is just basically live streaming right now. So I got like this new little mic. My family actually hooked me up with. I decided to use just to kind of test it out because I haven't live streamed since like I think April. And just kind of let me know in the comment section below if y'all can hear me pretty clearly because um like I said, it's an okay mic, so I feel like I have to actually have it right in front of me to actually talk on, which I might actually do right now. Is just move it a little bit closer, just so I think y'all can hear me, hopefully a little bit better. But anyway, yeah, this is just me kind of getting my live stream out the way and just kind of just doing something short because I don't have any videos that I plan on doing tomorrow. So this is basically it. But anyway, back to the DC talk. So Black Adam and Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Honestly, I'm not really excited for Black Adam. It's like we've been waiting 15 years for, like I said in my video, but I haven't really been looking forward to this at all. And it's like it's sad. Like who really wants to? It's not really sad. It's just I don't know. It's just 15 years waiting for the Black Adam movie. We finally fucking getting it, and I'm like, okay, we finally fucking getting it, and yay, we finally getting it. But I'm just not really interested in it. And then we got Shazam: Fury of the Gods with all the jokes. I still ain't even watched the first one. I might go back and watch it, but I don't know. My thing with DC is this: I don't feel like I need to watch DC movies because with DC movies, they're not telling a bigger story. When I watch Marvel, I feel like I need to to watch everything Marvel because they lead to a bigger story. You know what I mean? When you watch DC, there's no bigger story that's being told. They just do one tiny um movie at a time and that's it. And then they move on to the next best thing. It's like if the movies work, then they give it a sequel. If it don't work, then they drop and move on to the next best thing. Marvel's movies tell a story. Now, Phase 4 has been all over the fucking place. And it's been hard to keep track with. It's been hard to follow. And to be honest, I've been burnt the fuck out talking about Marvel for the longest. It just hasn't been super fun. It hasn't been super exciting. And I'm kind of looking forward to when we get into Phase 5. I will say this: when it comes to She-Hulk, I ain't really interested in it. I'm sorry, I'm not really interested in it. It's just like it just doesn't look that interesting. And I know I've said it before. My whole focus is to at least try and keep an open mind to the stuff that they do to Marvel. But Phase 4 has been whack. There's only been a handful of stuff I've been interested in. Like most of the TV shows, WandaVision, pretty good. I think it's like that was one of the main ones that nobody expected to be good, but it actually turned out to be very fucking good. Everybody was on there week after week after week, episode after episode after episode, talking about is it going to be Mephisto? Who's going to be showing up? Who is it going to be? And obviously it wasn't, but you know, it is what it is. And then I'm trying to think. You had Hawkeye. I love Hawkeye. I actually just finished Hawkeye. I really loved Hawkeye. I hope they go ahead and give us a season 2 because I'm really gonna be interested in it. But I'm trying to think what else was there. There was Hawkeye. There was Loki. Loki I didn't really get into, but like I said, when it comes to Marvel, I feel like you have to stay up on it, or else you just kind of gonna fall behind and not know what the fuck going on. But with Phase 4, it really don't fucking matter because it's been all over the place. I still gotta watch Miss Marvel. I haven't watched Miss Marvel. I kind of just been procrastinating on it. Eventually, I'll get to it, but I haven't watched it. I might take some time during this weekend and watch it. I'm trying to think what else is there. Loki, Hawkeye. Fuck, what else am I missing? That was on T. There's on Disney Plus. You had fuck. I'm drawing a blank right now. I can't think of anything else that was on Disney Plus that was actually worth watching. Falcon and Winter Soldier. That's what I missed. Okay, so Falcon and Winter Soldier was actually good. I actually like Falcon and Winter Soldier. That was good. But it was like all the nitpicking that everybody was doing, talking about politics and all this bullshit. I enjoyed it. I love the suit. Now I'm hoping they kind of redesign it in the future because it goes over his head and his ears, so it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, but other than that, I actually did like it. But I'm trying to think. Looking ahead, what we got? I got it on my phone. I don't know if y'all can see this, but let me see. I kind of got it on my phone just so I can keep up. So we got She-Hulk is at the end of this phase. I'm not really worried about that. That comes out on the 17th. So I think I will finish Miss Marvel just so I can jump in that. And then after that, you got Wakanda Forever. Now, honestly, watching that fucking trailer for Wakanda Forever, it got me fucking emotional. I was like, damn, this trailer is really, really good. And I know I've seen a lot of people out there talking about are they using Chadwick Boseman's name for like publicity to hype the movie up because they know he passed. And in my opinion, I mean, I don't know. It's a thin line to walk, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, I can get their opening night. After that, you got sorry. After that, you got Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. This movie, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not really looking forward to. I did get a chance to watch I saw the first ones. I saw the first two, and to be honest, the first two were okay. Actually, no, scratch that. The first one was okay. I did not like the second one. The second one was straight dog shit. I didn't like that one at all. And so this one, I can't imagine being any fucking worse. I cannot. This one cannot be any fucking worse than the last one. But like I said, when it comes to all this Marvel and DC stuff, at least for Marvel, you gotta have an open mind because if you don't, the shit is just you're gonna go in there expecting too much. Like I think that's one of the main issues. Everybody is going into these movies and y'all expecting, oh, it's gonna be a big ass superhero team up. We're gonna get all these superheroes in these movies. Look at what happened with the Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange. Everybody was expecting everybody and everything to appear into this fucking show, and we didn't get none of that. Actually, I guess turning up the brightness did help. We didn't get none of that. We got like nothing. A handful of. I don't think we get any serious cameos. I don't think so. I don't think it was what everybody was expecting, and that's the one thing that I try and do is go into movies with an open mind and not expect too much. And that's another thing that I think I forget to mention in my trailer in my movie trailer reviews or just period. When y'all watch trailers, you gotta remember not everything that's gonna be in these trailers is going to be in the movie. Some of that stuff was just in there to get you hyped to see a movie, and then once the movie comes out, oh, they didn't have this in the movie, well, blah blah blah. Like, what the fuck you expect? Of course, the trailer is to get you hyped to see the movie. Of course, they're not gonna have everything in there to get you all hyped up. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Um, so I'm just working with this new mic here. Hopefully, I sound pretty good. I'll go back and watch it later on, and just to kind of see where I'm at. Just to kind of see where I'm at. But yeah. So that's Quantum So next up, we got Secret Invasion, and I'll be honest with y'all. Okay, I I never got into the comic books because I don't know exactly where to start when it comes to the comic books. I feel like I would have to go all the way back to the beginning before I was born to get into the comic books. So I never got into the comic books. So I don't really know shit about Secret Invasion, except I think it has something to do with the scrolls. So I'm skip that one. So getting into Guardians of the Galaxy 3. James Gunn said this is the end of the team. And it doesn't mean everybody dies, which is cool. I think some people may be like, fuck it, we've had our adventure, it's time to move on to the next thing. And I didn't like the second one. The second one was whack. I thought the jokes was corny. I just didn't like the second Guardians of the Galaxy. I thought it was whack. I was just like, this shit is kind of whack. But this one I'm looking forward to. I think it'll actually be I think this one would actually be pretty good, I hope. But I did not like the last one. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. And so what up, Darth Maul Media? Dude, if y'all don't know, Darth Maul fucking Media has some funny ass fucking videos. Y'all need to check his channel out. That shit is hilarious. All right, so we got Echo. Comes out in the summer of 23. Echo, this is another thing I don't know shit about. I don't even know what character this is. I have to actually Google this to see what the fuck Echo even is, because I have no fucking clue what the fuck Echo is. And again, for anybody that's just tuning in, it's not so much of an apology. I think I apologized at the beginning of the video, but a lot of times, because all of us are living in different states, a lot of people have had live streams that have asked me to come on. I greatly, greatly appreciate it, because I only got like 340 subs. I was sitting at 341 and 342, then it dropped down. I just want to say thank you to all y'all, because I'm a small ass fucking channel trying to get my shit up to 1,000. I do want to take this time to say thank you to all of y'all that has invited me on your live streams. A lot of times in your live stream, I'm still at work, so I haven't been able to always make it. So hopefully I'll be able to make some in the future. This is just me kind of live streaming right now, since I haven't live streamed in a while. Basically to get some of the jitters out of my fucking system, because a lot of people be on this live stream, y'all be professional. I just want to get the jitters and shit out of my system. And I don't know. Daredevil is gonna be in will be in Echo. I don't know. I gotta know. I don't even know what the fuck Echo even is. When I think of Echo, I think of a little robot. I think that was in a Disney movie or some shit a while back. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Darth Maul. I appreciate it. Okay. It's a good possibility. Maybe. It's a good possibility. He could be in it. Only thing I will say is I'm not feeling this new suit, because it's supposed to be like yellow and red. I think it looked better in Netflix, the Netflix TV show, because they're yellow and red. But if he's gonna be in it, I don't know, maybe. But there is the connection with Wilson Fisk, so it's a strong possibility. I think they should just make a Daredevil season 4 continue. So honestly, I thought that's what they were gonna do. I thought that's what they were gonna do. Just continue on from the last season. It's been so long, I don't remember what the fuck it was about. But it looks like they're going into a new direction. I think this new season might actually take place years later after the last season. So that's going to be should be pretty interesting. So we got Loki season 2. I'm curious about Loki season 2, because after watching Loki season 1, Loki was okay. I wasn't really all that hyped about it. But This one I'm kind of curious about with the whole variance thing. I'm kind of curious about it, but I'm not like super hyped to see it. I'm just kind of like that much. Yeah, okay, Zach. So Zach says, "Are you excited for Daredevil Born Again getting 18 episodes?" Actually, yes. I thought this was going to be like a fucking mini season, like they've done with everything else, but maybe that was just because of the pandemic. 18 seasons. I mean, 18 episodes. Yes, because that's a lot of episodes. You know, everything else you've seen has gotten like 6 episodes max, and that's it. So I think it'll be good. I'm pretty sure everything will be a half hour, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. 100% definitely. And so after you get past Loki season 2, you got the Marvels. This one is July 28th, 2023. Like I said, I do have to go watch Miss Marvel. This one I ain't excited about either. There's like a lot of shit on here I'm not really excited about. But the Marvels, I'm not really excited about. Maybe I have to go watch Miss Marvel, and maybe it'll change my tune. But for right now, I'm not excited about it. My thoughts on Captain Marvel, the first film, I was actually good. I actually like it. I think a lot of people gave Brie Larson a bunch of shit, but I actually liked the first one. It was actually pretty good. Um, Kang, I think, will be back in Loki season 2, and I believe Kang is coming back from Ant-Man Quantumania. I've seen it in the posters. All right, so light as kind of off topic, but who's win in a fight? Netflix Daredevil or Batman from Batman 2022? I'm gonna have to give it to Daredevil. Because if he's got experience as Daredevil. You know, if you say Batman like was it Ben Affleck's Batman, I think he'd definitely kick Daredevil's ass from Netflix. If there's anything else that I definitely want to see, excuse me, it's definitely I would like to see them bring back the Netflix shows like Jessica Jones, which I actually didn't even start and finish. I know nobody wants to see Iron Fist. There's one other thing in there. Luke Cage. Luke Cage, I didn't fuck with from the beginning, but I actually did start to get into it more and more and more the more I watched it. It was kind of whack at first because he was like he didn't want to get fucked, he didn't want to be fucked with, and then eventually he actually started to change his tune. The more the season went on, excuse me, throat kind of dry, and he actually got pretty good with it. So I actually enjoyed Luke Cage. The last season was the fucking best because it was like he was kind of flipping to the dark side. I think Misty was the cop. She really wasn't like siding what the fuck he was doing. It's almost like he was taking over the underground. And you could tell Misty wasn't for all that. But I really hope they bring that back too, because that was a shit. I'm just sorry it kind of took so long. I was surprised I actually went back and decided to do Charlie's Daredevil. I thought after all those shows ended on Netflix, that was it. That was it. Um, yeah, I thought that was it. But getting back to the list. After that, you got November 3rd, 2023. You got Blade. Whew. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all about this one, okay? In my honest opinion, my Blade is always going to be Wesley Snipes. Blade is always going to be Wesley Snipes is always going to be my Blade because I grew up with that movie. Mahershala Ali, I mean, I hope he does a good job. The only thing I've seen him in is Cottonmouth in the Luke Cage TV show series. That's it. I haven't seen him in anything else. And from what I hear, a lot of people haven't seen him in anything where he's actually had to like kick ass and fight. Okay, so Light says, though, if you had to make a Spider-Man show, how would you do it or what would it be like? Honestly, if you go back and watch the 90s TV show, I would probably do it like that. The 90s TV show, I don't really have an idea in my head of how I would do it because I just don't know how I'll do a fucking Spider-Man TV show. Like, I would do it if I could think really hard. I would do it probably from the beginning, like just him getting his powers if I was going to do a movie. But I would put in like serious villains like Green Goblin, Hobgoblin, Venom. But I would give him the Venom suit. That was my biggest issue with the old Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire. I think it was the third film when he had Sandman and he fought Venom. They gave him a black suit, and I've been kind of curious as to why he got that regular version black suit that he wore, but he didn't get the Venom suit like they did in the cartoon. But if I was gonna do a Spider-Man movie, I would do it like they did in the '90s. I thought that shit was great. Yeah, '90s shows were the fucking awesome. Yes, I agree 100 fucking percent. But getting past the list again, after that, it looks like we got Ironheart. Now, I don't know shit about Ironheart, other than it's a chick that has, an Iron Man suit that she made in college, and she's super smart. And she basically takes over being the new Iron Man. That's all I know. That's all I know. But I'm trying to be open minded about it. I know she's going to appear. Well, Riri Williams, I believe her name is going to appear in Wakanda Forever. Obviously, I saw the little heart piece of metal that she hit, like she did, like Tony did back in his first film. So I'm looking forward to that. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Isaiah 214. Are you asking is it his daughter? Are you asking is it Tony's daughter? No. I don't know whose daughter Riri Williams is. She's just a character in the movie. But kind of looking at this list, man, I'm not really too excited about Phase 5. It's just kind of like, eh. And then after that, you got Agatha, Coven of Chaos. I believe there was a different title for this, but I don't remember what exactly the title was. But it says Coven of Chaos, and it comes out winter of 23 or 24. Now, I think she did a great job with. I think she did a great job in. I forgot the name of the fucking TV show, WandaVision. But given her own TV show, is she that interesting of a character? Obviously, nobody's heard of her. At least I haven't until the show. Okay, so sorry if I pronounced this wrong. Light Yagma Unofficial asks, what did you think of Namor in the trailer? I thought Namor looked good. I thought Namor looked real good. My biggest thing with the trailer is that with Namor, it just feels kind of like a Aquaman thing, but I know it's not Aquaman. But he looks serious. He look like he's ready to come fuck some shit up. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm ready, but I'm not ready to see that Wakanda Forever movie. I'm ready to see it because I want to see what they do, but I'm not ready to see it because it's like without Chadwick Boseman, I'm like, fuck, it's just not gonna be the same. All right, so Jamal Hunter comes in. Who do you think they will cast as a live action Miles Morales? Ooh, this one's been touched on since like the first Spider-Man movie, Homecoming. Honestly, I don't know. I never did fan casting. I've never been big into fan casting. I don't know who they putting into that. That who they gonna cast is that Miles Morales. I can't think of anybody that would be good Miles Morales though. I'll have to check. There was talks a little while ago of Will Smith's son being Miles Morales, but I don't know. I have to look into it, but I don't know. I would honestly like to see. Um, I forgot his name. I forgot his fucking name just that fucking fast. Who's the current Spider-Man right now? It's not Tobey Maguire. It's not Andrew Garfield. Tom Holland. That's what it is. I would honestly like to see Tom Holland stay on because watching his last movie, it felt so fucking different from the first two films. Like I can't put the first two movies in the same box as the third movie because the third movie felt so different. It felt so otherworldly compared to the first two films. So I can't put them in the same box because it felt so damn different. And I really like Spider-Man with Neil Home. The reason I would like to see him stay on is because the first film, Homecoming, was good. I did not like the second film at all. I thought it was kind of whack. I just couldn't fuck with it. Getting to the third film, I really enjoyed it. I just wish we would get one fucking mention of Uncle Ben, please. Like his aunt died. There's no mention of Uncle Ben, nothing. So, it's I don't know. Maybe Uncle Ben doesn't exist in his universe. Maybe it's just his aunt. And so getting on from that, getting back to this list. Was there anything else I had to touch on about Spider-Man? No, that was it. Oh, okay, yeah. So the reason I would like to see not Tobey Maguire, but Tom Holland stay on as Spider-Man is because I feel like I'm just now starting to really click with his character. Before I really wasn't clicking with his character. I was kind of like, he cool, but I really want to see him stay on because I'm really feeling like I'm really starting to click with his character. I'm really starting to feel the connection between him and MJ, even though, spoiler alert, she doesn't know who he is anymore because Doctor Strange cast that spell to make everybody forget who's Spider-Man or Forget about Peter Parker either, or I forgot which one it was. But I thought it was. I'm just kind of. It is what it is. I'm starting to click with his character now. I'm feeling that connection between them two that wasn't there before, and I would like to see him stay on as Spider-Man, especially with the new suit. It looks shinier, it look cool. But I'm just wondering, is Doctor Strange the only one that remembers who he is? But anyway, let me get on back to the list. So after that, you're looking at Daredevil Reborn. This comes out spring 2024. It's crazy. That's a while away. That's not even coming out next year in 2023. That's 2024. And so I haven't watched the last one in a while. It's gonna be what, like, I don't know when the last season ended. Maybe 3-4 years till the new one comes out. But this new one should be interesting. It should be interesting. But I'm gonna look forward to it. I'm gonna watch all this stuff. Like I said, I'm gonna try and keep an open mind about it. But I do think that um, I don't know. Maybe a lot of people now are looking toward the Phase 5, and then after so it is what it is. It is what it is. After that, you got Captain America: New World Order. So the biggest thing with Captain America right now is everybody fucking arguing about Sam Wilson isn't Captain America. He's Falcon, and it's still Steve Rogers' shield. Steve Rogers is an old man. He's not Captain America anymore. Yes, I do know that it's kind of a movie. There's some way they can find to make him young again. But obviously, Chris Evans is out doing other shit. I think he's happy to be out of the big hold of Marvel's contract where they probably hold you for like 5 or 6 years. I think he's happy with being out of the contract and doing something else. So, yes, Sam Wilson is our Captain fucking America. And I'm looking forward to this movie. I really liked um, the Captain America or the Falcon and Winter Soldier TV series. And as you see at the end of the series, it says Captain America and the Winter Soldier. So I'm looking forward to see where they go with this. Um, and then last on the list for Phase 5 is Thunderbolts, which from what I read, I don't know shit about the Thunderbolts, but from what I read, is basically a Marvel version of Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad. So Jamal Hunter, appreciate the answer, Lever channel. I remember when you said this in the last video about Miles. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. So they're going in Phase 5 with Thunderbolts. Honestly, I don't know shit about Thunderbolts. Like I said, the only thing I know is that it's a cut, copy, and paste a little bit of the Suicide Squad. And then after that, you get into Phase 6, which is getting into Fantastic Four. Now, I did watch the Fantastic Four, like I think it was a 90s cartoon. Then you have Fantastic Four live action movie in the early 2000s. I think they only got 2 movies. So Jamal Hunter comes in. He says, "Do you think they will introduce Miles in Secret Wars or in any other movie?" Honestly, I think they might do it in another movie. I think they might want to give him his own movie, his own thing. So I don't think they're gonna do it anytime soon. They might wait a while for that. But Fantastic Four. So I did get into the early Fantastic Four films. And then actually let me see. Light Yagma Unofficial says, "What's the greatest thing that you have to say about your channel?" Whoo, that's a good question. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe the greatest thing is just me having the courage to start and get on this fucking live stream. I was nervous about doing this because it's just I haven't done a live stream in like a couple months. I might get on here and just do more of it just to kind of give my opinion live of what I think. But maybe just me getting out here and just doing this live stream, me actually starting this channel. I really wish I would have started this years ago. But just me getting on here and doing it is honestly just the greatest thing. It's just me getting on here and doing this. But thank you for that question, Light. I appreciate it. So getting back to this list. So this is Phase 6. You got Fantastic Four. I like the first film. Didn't so much care for the second one. I thought it was really fucking short. And and then they did basically a reboot with Miles Teller and Michael B. Jordan. I don't know what year that movie came out. I think it was maybe like 2012, 2013 or something like that. I didn't like Rise of the Silver Surfer. So Easy, I'm sorry, 214 says Rise of the Silver Surfer was supposed to be a masterpiece, but they did Galactus wrong. Yeah, that movie was just not good at all. I didn't like it. It was too short. It just didn't do anything for me. And I'm trying to look up what year Fantastic Four came out with Miles Teller. I didn't even watch it, so I started to, and then I was kind of like, this one just doesn't really this one doesn't really do anything for me. So I was kind of like, I'm gonna just skip this one. Okay, so this one came out actually in 2015. I did not watch this shit at all. I'm gonna just put this on the screen. This one I did not watch. I did not get into this shit at all. I thought it was. I got a lot. It got a lot of bad reviews. I think the director even came out and said that he had a better script, but they decided not to go with it. And that's kind of the thing that sucks is you wish you would have seen what the script was, before the studio decided to get in the middle of it and interfere. That's one thing I do kind of wish. That's one thing I'm kind of curious about with. Um, Sorry, my brain just out of my fucking head. That's one thing I'm kind of curious about with Black Panther. Not studio interference, but I'm kind of curious what was the direction they were going to go in before Chadwick Boseman passed. Maybe it was the same movie, but with some differences. Few changes here and there. With him actually being in the movie, but now they got to go in a different direction. I am kind of curious though. Looking at the poster, obviously it looks like the eyes. There's something about the eyes that kind of give that poster away. When you see Shuri, I think Okio, and I forgot somebody else on the poster. It looks like female eyes, and I'd be surprised if it's a guy. But I definitely think it's Shuri under the under the the head, the headpiece, whatever you want to call it. But I don't know. A lot of people have been saying they should bring back Killmonger, which wouldn't make sense. If this is the third movie, maybe, but not in this second movie. It just doesn't make sense. But I understand they got to make some changes due to Chadwick Boseman passing. But yeah, that's that for that. So I am kind of curious about where they would have went had he lived. But anybody getting a chance, if anybody gets a chance to check around Coogler, check out him and figure out. So then, sorry, I got my phone here in my hand. So then after that, Fantastic Four comes out November 8th, 2024. You got Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. This one I'm lost on. I mean, I know Kang is the big bad. I believe it's going to be in the next phase. But I don't know. It's kind of weird calling it the Kang Dynasty because it's not like we're going to have Kang 1, 2, and 3. And then they're going to jump into Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. And this one actually comes out May 2025. But it's just like they kind of just get right into the Kang Dynasty. I don't know what the fuck Kang Dynasty is. Like I said, I haven't read any of the comic books because I just haven't. It's hard to figure out where to start. So the big shocker here with Phase 6, this Phase 6, is they're giving us two Avengers movies in the same fucking year. This is crazy. The last one that comes out in 6 or 7 months on the part is Avengers Secret Wars, which, like I said, I haven't read the comic books, so I'm on the outside looking in about what Secret Wars. I'm not sure what that's about. I'm going to have to actually Google it to figure out what the fuck that's about. I know somebody said that the comic book version and the movie version are going to be completely different, which I know in the movies and TV shows, they've had to change some of the backstory to make it fit the MCU. But that's basically it for the list when it comes to Marvel. I believe there's a bunch of untitled projects coming out between 24 and 25. And I'm kind of curious about what those are. A lot of people have been speculating. There was something I wanted to touch on now that I'm still in this live stream. What was it? Okay, so the MCU, X-Men. So there's been an article I've seen on Twitter where they've said the reason that Kevin Feige did not bring up the X-Men is because there's a deal, something going on with Fox when Fox still had ownership of the X-Men, that they still have to use all the OG characters. The MCU Marvel still has to use all the original characters from the OG early 2000s movies. They can't just go recast everybody until I think 2025. So I'm not sure if that's true or not, but somebody let me know in the comment section or whatever. Is it true that they have to use, the MCU has to use the OG characters until 2025? The biggest thing I hope they do, when they eventually do go into the X-Men, storyline is let Scott be the leader of the team because from the cartoons I watched, I believe in the '90s and even the X-Men Evolution cartoon, Scott was always the leader of the squad. Um, Wolverine was always kind of like the lone wolf. You know what I mean? He always kind of came in whenever he needed help. You know, he was always around every now and then when he wasn't doing his own thing. But I hope they let Scott take ownership, leadership of the team, because the way that they was dick riding the fuck out of Wolverine in all these movies, even with the X Men First Class and afterwards, unfucking believable. And don't get me wrong, man. I think Hugh Jackman did a bang up fucking job. There is nobody. I don't give a damn whether it's 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now that is going to top his performance of Wolverine. He did a good fucking job. A great, great fucking job. I don't think anybody's gonna be able to top what he did playing Wolverine. I don't give a damn who they give the claws to. I cannot see anybody else in my head play that character but him. But eventually the title has to be passed on. Somebody else is going to eventually do it. What I'm hoping they do with his character though is they wait to bring him in. So if they do like a 3 or 4 or 5 movie deal, wait to bring him in. Like, you know, of course they're going to get introduced in the MCU. It's already being talked about. But what I'm hoping then they do is they wait to bring in um Wolverine for a while. Don't bring him in the first 2 movies, maybe the third or the fourth film, you know, depending on what direction they go in. So flipping over to the DC side of things, there's been a lot of movies I haven't watched because a lot of their movies they don't tell a big story. They not all together where you get like you know, like Marvel's doing. Everything's kind of stitched together. Even if you think it's not like Phase 4, it all somehow ties together this big ass fucking puzzle that we're not seeing. But Kevin Feige knows what the fuck he's doing. We just not seeing the big picture. But looking at the DC side, there is no puzzle. None of the puzzle pieces fit. It's like they took a bunch of different puzzles, threw them all on the fucking table, and tried to make one whole new puzzle, and it's not fucking working. But you got Man of Steel from 2013. I love that fucking movie. My biggest issue is at the beginning where it does kind of look like a certain thing that happened back in the early 2000s, which I won't bring up here on the channel. But if you watch the beginning of the movie, you know what I mean. But I love, love, love the fuck out of that movie. And why the fuck we're not getting Henry Cavill back as Superman? It makes no fucking sense. Warner Brothers has no fucking plan for what they're fucking doing, and it's fucking sad, and it's fucking sad. It's just sad. But you know, it's hard being a DC fan. Like I do want to go back and watch the first Shazam, but when I think about where DC is headed, especially looking at the recent panel, it's not going no fucking where. And it just leaves me disappointed because I'm like, well, what the fuck am I watching this for if y'all not making no fucking moves? But anyway, getting back to it. So you got Man of Steel from 2013, cool. And then I think I don't know where it went to afterwards. It's a bunch of different shit. But anyway, you got Man of Steel from 2013. Then I think you got Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice. So where we already know where Warner Brothers fucked up at was they tried to put they tried to push the fast forward button on their plans because they wanted to make that Marvel money. But obviously it didn't work. You know what I mean? They tried to introduce all the characters too fucking soon instead of going the Marvel route, giving everybody their own movie, and then doing a superhero team up. Y'all decided to rush every fucking thing, and it didn't work. It didn't work. And y'all sitting there walking around with ugly on fucking face. I remember going to see Justice League in 2017. I saw that bitch twice. I saw it that night, and then I think I saw it sometime later, maybe the next day. Because I think the first time you watch a movie, you just so into it, you're not really paying attention to really what's going on. But when you watch it the second time, you really are kind of like laser fucking focused as to what's going on. So I went to go see it a second time, and I was like, it was even shittier the second time than it was the first time. And when I walked out, I remember just looking at somebody. I was like, did this movie feel like an unfinished product to you? Because that's what it felt like to me. That's what I still look at the 2017 movie as an unfinished product. And then you got the 2021 or 2020 version, the Snyder cut, which is basically like a bunch of different pieces of a puzzle that Zack Snyder basically, or maybe a quilt, I should say, that Zack Snyder had to go back and stitch together, which I honestly thought was fucking good. I honestly thought that shit was fucking good. I sat through the whole fucking thing. I read people's comments online where they said they had to get up, take your shit, get something to eat, come back, I watched the whole fucking thing from start to finish without fucking moving because I thought it was just that good. I kind of want to go back and watch it again, but it's kind of like 4 fucking hours is a long fucking time. And again, it ain't going no fucking where. That's it. Warner Brothers said, "All right, we gave you what y'all wanted, fans. We gave you what you wanted. We done. We fucking done. That's it. You're getting one Zack Snyder cut, and that's it. And ever since then, I see it on Twitter every single day. Everybody restore the Snyderverse, you know. And so other than that, you got two Suicide Squad movies. I think one from 2015 and one from 20 was it one from 20 what year did the Suicide Squad movie come out? I don't remember. So you got the Suicide Squad, then you had Suicide Squad. I don't remember what year the Suicide Squad movie came out though. Um Let me see. I had to look this up. The first one came out in 2016, and then the last one came out in 2021. So I don't know shit about the Suicide Squad other than they're like guns for hire who basically do dirty work that the Justice League won't. You know, it's Amanda Waller is at the head of the table. She's one hiring them to do all this shit. So that movie honestly should have been called Deadshot and Harley Quinn featuring the Suicide Squad because that's what it was. It was basically Will Smith and Margot Robbie taking center stage and everybody else just kind of falling in line. I thought it was okay. I didn't know shit about the Suicide Squad. I just went to watch it just to watch it. And so then you got the 2021 version with I look at this. I look at this. You got Margot Robbie, Pete Davidson, John Cena, Daniela McClare, Idris Elba, and Joel Kinnaman. A lot of people was not happy about Rick Flag's death, including myself. This one I thought was okay. A lot of people didn't like it. It got a 90% Rotten Tomatoes, but I guess you can't believe everything that you read when it comes to Rotten Tomatoes because it got backlash like a motherfucker. But I thought this one was okay. I thought it was okay. Wonder Woman 84. I still haven't watched Wonder Woman 84. I guess I don't know. I just never got around to watching it, and then I seen all the shit that everybody was talking about oh the movie's trash, it's crap, it's whack. It's all this stuff going on. Wonder Woman, the wishes don't make fucking sense. She's over here fucking this dude who's not really Steve Trevor. On the inside of Steve Trevor, on the outside it's the guy, but what's the story with that? So, I didn't get into Wonder Woman 84. I don't even really plan on watching it. And then you got the Flash movie that's been on hold almost not even as long as Black Adam, but it's it's pretty fucking close. It's pretty fucking close. They've been trying to hire directors, all kind of shit. And the reports from a while ago said that Ezra Miller was done, basically WB, I guess, was kicking his ass to the curb after the Flash movie that comes out because he's been on a lot of shit lately, and obviously they couldn't even present anything for the Flash movie at San Diego Comic-Con because he's all the shit that he's been. But that movie's been pushed back so many fucking times. I'm surprised they actually got it done. And I think the suit looks good. Now, me personally, Grant Gustin is always gonna be my fucking Flash. No, I didn't watch that show when it first came out. I waited for a while because it just kind of looked corny, and then eventually I warmed up to it once it hit Netflix. I started watching that shit like crazy to the point where I got caught up in a regular show. Now I haven't watched that shit in a while because it's just I don't know. I kind of lost touch with it. Like the breaks they take between December and January is where it kind of bothers me. So I just didn't really get back into it. Excuse me, I'm a little tired. It's like late. It's almost midnight here in the ATX. And so just getting to the DC side again. It hasn't been good. And don't get me wrong, man. I'm a fan of Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I've been a fan since he's been The Rock in wrestling. But it's like he keeps coming out talking about the hierarchy of power is going to fucking change. And it's like Warner Brothers, like I said in my video, should have just presented those two trailers and not even showed up to San Diego Comic-Con because they didn't have shit to the table. They didn't bring shit to the table. So, it's just kind of like, it is what it is. It is what it is. And then they had Shazam Fury of the Gods, and a lot of people are like, he's kind of like a little ways, like they're probably trying to say he's like a fake Superman and shit like that, or he's a wannabe Superman, and shit like that. There was a Green Lantern movie that came out back in 2011, but it's not part of the DCEU. But that shit was garbage. I haven't even touched that. The Joker movie that came out starring Joaquin Phoenix in 2019 was fucking dope. I enjoyed the fuck out of that movie. I watched it on the plane. I think I watched half of it going to the destination and the other half coming back. But I really liked that 2019 Joker movie. They said the second one's supposed to be like a musical or some shit like that, which I'm not really fucking with. But I just think it should have been a one and done movie. I think this movie should have been a one and done movie. They should have got it out the way and let it the fuck go. That's it. It doesn't need a fucking sequel. I think it was good just the way that it was. But I guess that's the main thing everybody was worried about. If it made its money back, they were gonna do a fucking sequel. Um, the the Wonder Woman movie from 2017 was fucking great. I didn't know how Gail Gadot or Gail Gadot, whatever however you say her name, was gonna do in that movie because she was in the Fast and the Furious movies, but she did a great fucking job. She's been a great Wonder Woman. She did a great fucking job. That movie is definitely A+ all the way around. I don't plan on watching the second one though. Aquaman. This movie was cool. This movie was cool. I think they could have trimmed it a little bit, but this movie was fucking cool. I liked it for the most part. I think they could have trimmed it. But for the most part, I think it was good. Now, I know there's been a lot of controversy with Amber Heard coming back. A lot of people ain't fucking with her because of all the shit she been going through with Johnny Depp. But throat itching now. But I don't know. I ain't really worried about all that. I ain't finna jump into that. And that's neither here nor there. But there was stories coming out saying that they cut a lot of hard parts in the movie because they just gonna keep Patrick Wilson, aka Ocean Master. I guess it's gonna be like a buddy movie where it's him and Jason Momoa. This movie I've gone back and watched a couple of times. I think it's good, but I think they still could have trimmed it a little bit. But I'm still getting used to this live streaming, so make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you tell your friends. Also hit that subscribe button. We're working to get this channel up to 400 YouTube subscribers. Again, anybody that's still watching, let me know in the comment section. How do I sound on the mic? Because obviously I have to go back and watch this to see how I sound. I know the camera quality ain't that great. I'm actually using my laptop, my Chromebook, doing this, so kind of bear with me, man. Trying to see what else we got on the list here that came out for not Justice League, but for DC. As far as like the DCU movies or DCU, like the animated properties are good. If y'all haven't watched Green Lantern, Beware My Power, I definitely recommend it. It's nothing crazy. There's no big superhero team ups. It's basically Green Lantern, Green Arrow, mystery guest. I can't remember what the fuck his name is. I think his name Adam or some shit like that. And Shire, Hawkgirl. And they did a great fucking job. That movie was good. I think because there's not a lot going on, maybe that's why people are shitting on it. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good fucking movie. I'm trying to see what they got else. What's like the list of DCEU movies they've already had or what they got coming out. Okay, so there really hasn't been a whole lot to talk about. There was something on my mind. Okay, so there's Batgirl. But I think Batgirl is going to be an HBO Max TV series that's coming out, I think, at the end of this year. Recent rumors came out that's getting pushed back to next year. So I don't really care too much for that. And they said the Flash is supposed to come out before that, but they pushed the Flash back to next year. So I'm wondering what's going to be the direction of Batgirl. Because I think Batman is supposed to appear in that. It's something they're doing. I don't fucking know. Okay, I don't fucking know. But I'm pretty sure it's something with Michael Keaton's Batman that's supposed to be in that movie before Batgirl or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. Like I said, Warner Brothers does not have a plan. I've been saying it for years. I've been a YouTuber for a couple of years now. I'm still learning my way around it. So, yeah, it's just something I've been doing with it. Something I've been doing with it, just getting used to it. But anyway, moving on. So you got Aquaman and Lost Kingdom. I don't know. It's just DC Blue Beetle. I don't understand Blue Beetle at all. I don't know why they got Blue Beetle dropping. It's like you need to get shit right with the current DCEU before y'all jump into Blue Beetle. But no, y'all gonna jump into Blue Beetle before y'all do anything right with the current DCEU that you got, or whatever the fuck it is now. But it's just it makes no fucking sense. It makes no fucking sense. And then you got Peacemaker. I didn't watch Peacemaker. I think it kind of looked kind of to me, but I don't know. Maybe I'll eventually get around to watching it. But like I said, it's hard to watch this kind of stuff when it feels like the DCEU has no kind of fucking direction. It makes it hard to watch. It makes it hard to be a fan of. It makes it hard to get excited for when none of this stuff has a fucking direction. So, with Marvel, I'm just starting to feel burnt out. I wish DC was doing better, but obviously you got dumbasses that's running the show that don't know what the fuck they're doing. They shows up to San Diego Comic Con with a few fucking pictures of Blue Beetle, fucking a trailer of Black Adam, and a trailer for Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Which I will honestly admit, I actually did like the trailer for Shazam: Fury of the Gods. I like the trailer, but it's like when I see the clips of Shazam from the cartoons, it's like the one they got in the movie and the one they got in the live action. It's completely too different. Completely too different. It's like the one in the movie, the live action movie, he's like jokey and trying to be comedy. And then when you get to the one that's in the cartoon, he's more serious. It's a child in a man's body, but it's still mostly a man and not a kid. And this makes no fucking sense with the fact they're doing. And I don't know. It's just it is what it is, man. I hope they get their shit together. I keep saying it. I've been saying it. Who knows when the fuck it's gonna happen? Honestly, who knows when the fuck it's gonna happen? But I think that's basically it for the DC side. I thought I had something else in my mind when it came to DC, but there's really nothing else over there that I really wanted to talk about because they don't. There's just nothing. I wish we would have gotten a Ben Affleck, like Ben Affleck would have directed and came out with his own fucking films. But I think what happened was maybe it just got to be too much. The negativity was too much because you had, him writing the script, I believe, directing the movie and starring in it. That's a lot of hats to fucking wear instead of just being an actor and letting somebody else call the shots, which I believe that was supposed to be the case. And it's crazy when I think back to a lot of the shit that was supposed to happen with the DCEU or DC in general. There were supposed to be like 3 fucking Joker movies. I think you had Harley Quinn and Joker. Joaquin Phoenix had his own movie. And then there was supposed to be Jared Leto's movie. But then when the Joaquin Phoenix movie did great, they said fuck Jared Leto, and then he got pissed. I think he said some fucked up shit about the new Joker film because he didn't get his own. But let's be real, nobody wanted to see that shit. You couldn't pay me to go watch that motherfucker be Joker. A lot of people are still out here hollering, release the air cut, release the air cut. I don't want to see that shit. The most disappointing thing about that thing for me was the fact that they hyped the fuck out of the Joker's character. Then you finally see him in the movie and he's barely in there. And you got all these extra tattoos and shit. Ha 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 ha. Like, yeah, this is like people obviously know they see it's the Joker, but they want to visualize. They want to make it obvious. Ha ha ha, or whatever the fuck they put a damage across his forehead or something like that. I don't know, but they had to make it fucking obvious that Jared Leto was the fucking Joker. Well, obviously, white face paint, green slicked hair. Obviously, you can tell he's the fucking Joker. But that movie was so fucking bad. Oh my god. When it comes to the Joker, Jack Nicholson is definitely in my top 3. I don't know where, but he's definitely in my top 3. I probably have to say 2. Jack Nicholson is definitely in my top 2 when it comes to the Joker because honestly, look, I understand, you can't really compare 70s, 80s films to now because of how shit looks with the CGI and all that. But, Jack Nicholson is my favorite second Joker. I'm trying to think. No way in hell Jared Leto's Joker cracks my top 10 any fucking where. Not any fucking where. But Heath Ledger, that's what I was thinking about. Heath Ledger goes down as my favorite Joker. I know a lot of people always feel like it's hype, but he goes down as my favorite fucking Joker because he just did a splendid fucking job. And I just love the fuck out of that movie. I thought it was a good movie. Every movie is going to have some kind of issues with it. Something is not going to make fucking sense. There's going to be something that's fucked up, but he did a good fucking job in that fucking movie. And he honestly is my favorite fucking Joker. And then obviously after that, you got Jack Nicholson. And then I don't really care who falls in third as far as live action Joker. Actually, Joaquin Phoenix. So those are my 3. um, Heath Ledger, Jack Nicholson, and Joaquin Phoenix. Those are my three. No, fuck no. Jared Leto does not crack my top three, top five, top 10, top 100. No fucking where. He was just not that good to me at all, at fucking all. And it was just kind of disappointing to see that fucking movie, man. It really was. But it is what it is, man. I just don't have no faith in Warner Brothers. And that's the other thing. Y'all want to go fuck around in other universes with Superman, but y'all can't get nothing right with the current one you already got. And I know I said this in my video, but it's good to kind of talk about this live versus just having everything pop in my fucking head. I said in a short video. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all want to do with Superman in other universe. I mean, in your current universe, but y'all want to go poke around with other ones. Yeah, I wanted to do James Gunn. I think want to do a Superman movie. You had Michael B. Jordan want to do a Superman movie, but it was a black Superman from another universe. Yeah, whatever. So as I'm looking at this right now, I'm looking at 340 subs. I'm still trying to get to 400 by the end of next month. So we in the last week of this month. Hopefully by the end of August, I'm sitting at 400, or I'll just push that goal back, and when we get to 400, we'll get there. There was one last thing I want to talk about before I end this stream: the Rippaverse. So I cannot wait to read this fucking comic. I did order one. I got the unsigned comic issue A. I think that one looked the best. It was kind of hard choosing between the three, but I want to read that comic. I cannot wait to read that fucking comic. I've seen a lot of the shit people have been throwing Eric July's way because of his politics, his political views. And if you follow me on Twitter, I think I even said this in the video. I don't care about his political views. I'm just interested in reading a good comic book because of all the shit that they've been throwing into these movies. That's neither here nor there. But I just want to read a good story without all the extra shit in comics. That's just how I feel about it personally. And so I can't wait. It comes out next month. I know he's had some issues with people who have been ordering through PayPal because obviously PayPal, I don't know. I've never ordered anything through PayPal before, using PayPal before, so that's a whole other thing to have to deal with. But I ordered mine through my regular account, my regular money. I can't wait to fucking read it. I will do an unboxing on my channel, so definitely be tuned to that. Stay tuned for that. And I do want to do, I just want to take the time to thank everybody who did come out tonight and definitely gave me a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. I will definitely do more of these live streams. I will definitely try to get to everyone else's live stream who has invited me on. I definitely greatly appreciate it. It's just been hard to get to your live stream because, we live in different time zone. And by the time I am off work, y'all usually halfway through it or done. So I definitely try to make your live stream if I can. But I definitely want to thank everybody who's invited me to their live stream. I'm trying to make sure there's nothing else that I'm constantly forgetting while I'm doing this live right now. I don't know when my next live is going to be. It may be something I may do every other week. Because I do got something on the way that might keep me from doing live streams for a while, but not for a while, but just as consistent as I'm doing it right now. But that's later on. But anyway, I'm not going to end this live stream. I have to get up and work tomorrow. I wish it was a Friday, so I wouldn't have to worry about getting up so early. But thank you all for everybody who dropped by the live stream. Again, I will be doing these more often because it's something fun to do. I've seen a lot of other YouTubers doing them, and it just seems fun to just kind of talk about the stuff live and get stuff out of your head that you want to talk about when it comes to superhero stuff outside of videos. So make sure y'all like this video and all my other videos. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. Okay, make sure y'all subscribe, and also make sure y'all share with your friends and family. Like, comment, subscribe. Like I always post my videos so that we can get this channel to 400 subscribers and beyond. My ultimate goal is definitely to hit 1,000. Of course, I want to get this channel monetized, but I can't do this without y'all help. So make sure y'all are doing that because getting this channel monetized, honestly, I don't know what emotions I'm going to feel when that day happens. I might cry. I know I'm going to be super stoked because it's been a long road. I've been a YouTuber a couple of years. I'm hoping that I'm able to just, hit that goal sooner rather than later. Because the main thing I've kind of been worried about is if, I always usually, if I'm like at the 200s, my goal is to get to the next 100 by the end of the year. So with the Rippaverse, again, this has been able to just kind of skyrocket my channel with my subscribers. So I'm hoping that I'm able to, you know, my channel as it grows, it grows a little bit faster with each 100 that I cross. But anyway, I just want to thank all y'all for checking out my live stream. Like I said, again, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to all my videos. And I'll see you on my next stream. I'm finna end this right now because it's late. I gotta work in the morning. Peace.